Howdy, partner. My family is out of town for the week, and I'm going to completely transform this house and paint it all white from the ceiling to the floor. Wow, that is bright. We're going to walk you through this amazing transformation that I can't wait. My wife and 3 kids went away to Disney World for the week. They're going to have fun. I've got to work all day, but at night, I'm going to paint this room top to bottom and refresh this paint. I've never really liked this gray paint color. It's sort of, I think it's a Revere Pewter color, but it sort of sucks in the light. And then we used to have blue walls. We got one over here, and we've got all these other walls, and all of our trim and all of our ceiling, all that is from 1994, and it could use a little bit of a refresh. So we're going to tape off everything, all the way, all the floors, all the windows, everything else, and then we're going to spray this whole room, turn off the air conditioning for a couple days, and check it out. So if you don't know if you can spray a whole house, we're going to show you how we can do it. Just me and Kimba here to tackle this giant project. Can't wait to show you. All right, well, our prep is going pretty well. Just me and Kimba here, and we have started to cover the whole house with plastic. We're taping along all the baseboards, as you can see, and what we're starting to do is also get all the windows and everything else ready so that when we can, we're going to spray this entire room from floor to ceiling. And this has been a lot of work. We're not there yet, but we'll show you when we're all taped and ready to go to have the transformation that a family is going to be really, really surprised about. Right, Kimba? One of the tricks that we're doing is we're using this film called masking liquid H2O, and we're applying it to our French doors so that when we spray them, we can just peel that right off. We'll show you how that works, and we'll also post a video showing that process. In terms of taping to get this ready, there's a couple options. I'll link some masking paper in the description that also has tape pre-attached. That's really easy to do both in paper and in plastic. So if you have something like that, you would just line it up along your baseboard and make sure you get a really good seal because you don't want to have any overspray onto your floors. But let's say you don't have that type of paper that's already attached. So what you can also do is you can do, I'm going to pull this off just for demonstration. You can do what's called a double tape method. And normally you'd use painter's tape that's wider than this. This one is very narrow, but you'd use, like a 1.5 inch tape. And what you're going to do is just get a nice piece of tape right along your edge and make sure that that tape is really well sealed because the paint is going to get in every crevice. Then what you would do is you can go behind it, be it with plastic or with any sort of masking paper, and you can go behind it and you can use more tape to seal that paper along your edge. So you'd roll this along the entire thing, and then you would just go ahead and go like this. And remember, you want to have a really good seal because the paint will get in. So that's just a small piece, but it's easiest when you have the pre-attached masking paper with the tape, and go ahead and get it all ready because when it sprays, it will get everywhere. Well, we started the painting. I've got some paint on my face from wearing my respirator. Make sure you're wearing that. But you see we got everything nice and taped up, and we are getting to it with our spray Graco gun, and we're painting the whole house. What we're doing is we are starting at the top. We're starting at the top with the crown, and then we're also doing the door frames and the base. And then we're going to follow up with the wall. It is making quite a mess, but it's going to be really, really nice when it's all done. Let's just hope we don't make too much of a mess. All of our trim has been painted. All of the crown molding is painted. The doors are painted, and we are really getting a great transformation going on. We've got to finish up the ceilings and the walls, but so far so good. It's quite a difference from what it was just a day ago. So the painting is all done with the sprayer. I sprayed all this crown molding as well as the doors and the walls and the trim, and started spraying some walls inside the kitchen and other places, but the fog and the overspray just got to be too much, and I said, all right, I'm going to finish the rest with a roller. So switching to a roller. Also, didn't get film of this, but I rolled the entire ceilings yesterday. It's about 2,000 square foot of ceilings, and it took, maybe 3-4 hours. So a little less than 4 hours. So I rolled the whole ceilings, not that big of a job. Now rolling this. Another neat thing on part of this project was painting French doors as well as the front door. Now, if you have glass here, you've got to do all sorts of taping and all other work, but there is a neat trick to that. Seal your windows with this clear product that's like a paint or glue, and then you can spray or paint right over them, and it just peels off. So I think that is pretty cool. So let me get back. I don't have much time left, and then we're going to finish this big paint transformation. Well, I am all done with the painting. Everything is really popping. And to finish making it pop, we picked up these new linear vent covers by Texas Build Mart. These are really, really neat. I have another video on them, but we're going to install these into our open vent AC vents, which we took down to paint, and it's going to give it a nice modern pop. So be sure to check out this other video, but can't wait to see how this looks. Well, I am all done. I've had enough of painting, and it is looking awesome. As you can see, the after effect is super bright. I know I said I was going all white, did a tiny bit of gray in the dining room over here, maybe a future game room, and really looking great. Put up those new linear vent covers, sprayed all of the crown molding, sprayed all the baseboards, just really, really a neat project. So the family's gonna be home in a couple hours. Let me get ready for them, and then we'll see what their reaction is. The family just got home, and I can't wait to see their reaction. It should be coming up any minute. I'm gonna try to hide. Here they are. How was your trip?
It was great. I ride in rocket.
Look at this house.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Is that how we left it?
No. We've been working hard. That's crazy.
All right, well that was a fun video. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a big change in the house. It was a whole lot of work. I will admit, when I was spraying and had everything take off, there was a few spots where the paint got onto the floor and whatnot. I purchased this stuff, never used it before, but it's called Goo Gone Latex Paint and Cleanup. It worked really, really well. So highly recommend this product. And overall, really not too bad of a job. Came out great and big transformation. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, all these videos, if I can do it, you can too. Thanks for watching.